Get my appearance, y'all, tonight. Let's see which way did I do my hair. I think I did it this way. Yeah, I think I did. Good evening, good evening. I know I look a mess. I don't care if I'm caught slipping right about now. I got this video on private. If I don't like it, I'm gonna have to take it off of private. One thing about me, I'm transparent, and I'm really being transparent tonight because I was just in chill out mode because I had such a rough day yesterday. I don't care if people talk about this video. You might feel like you caught me slipping because even I look younger without my lashes. Actually, no makeup, no lashes. There's a song say, "This is me, so please accept me for who I am. Please accept me for what I do. I'll do everything that I can, but all I wanna be is true." I think it goes like that. Please accept me for who I am, and please accept me for what I do. I do everything that I can, but all I wanna be is true. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I wanna be is true. This is like one of the most transparent videos that I've ever done. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm about to go to bed. It is only 8 o'clock. I'm going to bed early. I plan on doing a live video. I was going to do some things with a conclusion of the Young Thug album. Um, was it M.Y. Scuddy with 23 tracks on it. And I've been doing a series of Young Thug videos. I started back in the trial. I don't want to give history tonight because it's not like it's about that. But I was going to talk about the blogger Joe Budden. I'm not even going to waste my time. I decided not to. I just wanted to apologize to you all. I let y'all down. And I didn't come with that video yesterday because I had a personal crisis, which I might share a little bit tonight. And but I do want to say I was going to talk about these bloggers that have all this. Well, not these bloggers specifically. I was going to mention um, Charlemagne the God and mostly Joe Budden and his review of Young Thug's album. His quick review. I think Joe Budden has gotten a little bit of ego from his podcast. He thinks he's the reviewer of reviewers, and he's not. He's lost in the sauce. And it's a shame when you get on these podcasts and you forget where you come from. You forget that lifestyle that you come from, where you wasn't winning. And you get on this podcast and you feel like you don't have to put your authentic work into what you do. And what you do is a blogger. What you do is have a podcast. So you got to be so true to who you are and what you do that you can't make the mistake that he made this time around on Young Thug. And see, now I'm getting off in the review. Yesterday, I couldn't do it. Let me just say this about Joe Budden. A long time ago, Joe Budden made the mistake of critiquing Young Boy, NBA Young Boy, and what he said about Young Boy's music. He said, it's horrible, horrible, horrible. 3 times. And then he called it really, 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 really bad. Bad critique. Bad critique on gifted artists. Young Boy snapped back at him, clapped back at him, whatever you want to call it, and said to him, boy, don't put his name in his mouth. Don't put his name in your mouth. Don't put my name in your mouth. He said, I'm number. He said, I'm streaming What did he say? I wrote it down. He said, I'm in the top 10 and streaming at number 2 or something. And Charlemagne tried to come at Young Boy, NBA Young Boy, and said, the NBA Young Boy clapped back at him with a whole album, a whole single, not even a diss track, not even a diss, but the whole thing. And it was called Act Like a Donkey. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to say, Joe Budden, you need to do yourself justice not to speak about any music for a while, because you're going to end up going back regretting that you spoke on this album, because this is going to be one of the turning points and classic albums of Young Thug. And I'm literally not a person that goes around bumping Young Thug music, but I'm a musical manager. I listen to my kind of music, and I listen to some of this music because I've been interested since the trial in a great way. But not only that, I'm interested in the artistry behind music. And if you guys don't get it together, you guys have been lulled to sleep because you have used to certain kind of rap appealing to your ears and appealing to your heart and appealing to what you're doing, what you're listening to over and over again. This rap era that has been going over and over again. I think it was really brave for Young Thug to come out of that and do what he did with this album. And you guys are going to be surprised. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep speaking it. And you guys are going to look back at my video and think, how the heck does she know all this? Well, let me switch gears on that, because I was going to do that yesterday. I can't do it justice today because I'm doing a healing myself right now from yesterday. I had a series of attacks yesterday to the point I was crying. My eyes are swollen. Somebody's at my door. Hold on one second. Where is it? Thank you. Get in here, Diva. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Come in here. God loves me. I got the seat charger I needed so I can do my videos. My seat charger is not working, and my neighbor gave me a brand new one. Anyway, let me just talk about me, because that's what the post is about tonight. And whether God gives me to be able to do that video that I was going to do yesterday, I'm going to do it, but it's going to take a lot of work. And I couldn't do it yesterday. I was broke down. I was broke down by a family situation. And I was very disrespected. I have a granddaughter that I've helped raise for 5 years. And I don't want to get into our personal business online. I'm just not that kind of person, but it broke me down. And a lot of times we as parents, we don't know where we've made the mistakes in parenting, but nobody gave us a book about parenting. And I come from the streets. I left home at 17. I sold drugs. I made money in lots of different ways. That is my past. And when I say past, I mean way past 20-something years ago, that kind of past. So it's not a near past, because I've done a lot of philanthropic things since then. But one of the things that I've never been able to quite tolerate is disrespect from people in the street or my children. And but I'm really a humble person. And out of my children, I found I have one child that waited until she got 17 years old, same age I left home, but she didn't leave home. She's been with me. And But anyway, I have one child. And I noticed this one child would started to do things that were madly disrespectful from 0 to 100 and walk away with her back turned. And all I could think in my mind was, if she does that in the street, somebody's going to hurt her or put her in the ground. So I need to teach her the best way that I know how. And if I've made mistakes in the method that I use to try to teach her that you just can't get in people's face or talk crazy about them and turn your back and walk away. Maybe my method is madness. Hello? Oh. Mm. So nobody was there? Wow. Oh, okay. So was it on our street? The next, okay, the next one. Yes, it was real close. I got a friend over there. I'm gonna call them and see if they know more about it. I'll call you back. I'm gonna call them. Okay. I had to get. There was shooting last night over here. You can hear an automatic go off 7 times. Pow, 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 pow. I was upstairs in my bed, asleep. It was about 10 o'clock at night. I rolled over, and in my mind's eye, I could see the shooting. But anyway, something going on with my something's going on with my live, y'all. Tell me if y'all can still see me. My whole video screen has gone off. This is so weird. Sorry, this has been a disruption. I'm not gonna be on here long, but I gotta find this where it went to. It's not showing me my screen now. Where is it? It's not showing my screen. Hopefully y'all can see me, because what I'm gonna do is, it must not be meant for me to just get on here at all. But I wanted to share this because I thought it would help someone. I believe my webcam is still on because the light is still on up there, but my whole screen is gone. I'm doing Alt Tab and it's not picking up. Let me try this. Let me try something. Okay. There it goes. Okay. Sorry. I probably looked crazy and everything. But anyway, so what I did was, I was determined to show her every time she did something disrespectful and turned her back or act like I wasn't going to do anything or thought I wasn't going to do anything, I would catch her off guard and grab her to restrain her. So she would know. The first time I just walked politely to the sink and got a cup of water and threw it in her face. So she would know. You can be in a club somewhere and somebody can throw something in your face and catch you off guard and then fight. I've been there, done that, wrote a book about it. So I wanted to teach her how to survive in these streets if she ever was in an altercation. And she's been in some since then. And I hope they kept her in survival mode the 3 or 4 times that we have had incidences. And she would rush me and get in my face, and I sit there, and she would walk away thinking nothing's gonna happen to her. So I would politely put my granddaughter down, who was just a baby one time, get up and get her and restrain her. And then I'll say, hey, I'm going to let you go. You go your way and I go mine. But that was my way of teaching her. And I know I may have made mistakes with this child. And I know I have made a lot of mistakes in my life, period. But I left home at 17, and I wasn't raised by a mom that drank or smoked or did none of them things, but I've done all those things in my life, in my past. But people underestimate me because my face doesn't look like what I've been through and what I'll do and what I'll tolerate. And the power that I have, I try to keep it under wraps because I have power that when a person does something, if they don't come back or if they don't change something up when it comes to me, if they push me to a level and I'm gone, they miss that blessing that's in their life. But not only that, if they get me on the wrong day, I have to pray for them that nothing happens to them. I don't do any witchcraft. I'm a woman of God. I don't do any witchcraft on people, but I'm a vessel that the enemy does not want this gift to come to the world. I didn't know how I was going to plan this live stream, but the devil, I believe, was so intensely mad at me for the several back-to-back videos. I thought I was done with the Young Thug thing when the trial was over. But when he got out and everybody was coming against him and calling him snitches and I saw what he was going through, it's like me, I can't stand a bully, and I can't stand when people try to look in other people's lives and try to tell them what they're thinking and what they should be thinking and how they should respond. And when I was in first grade or kindergarten, there was a bully that used to bully people and go stand in their line and take their lunches and stuff like that. And I was the skinniest girl in class. So one day I got fed up with it. And she wasn't doing it to me. She must have looked at me and it must have been something about me. And it is, I know now, that intimidates people. But this girl, this particular day, I stepped right in front of her before I knew it. And I stood in a line in front of her. I said, now push me out the way of the line. I dare you. And from then we got to fighting. And all I know is when I came home from school, I didn't even remember who won, who lost. I just know when I came home from school, this girl's mama was at my mama's house before I got home. Or either I was upstairs. It was so long ago, but I do remember her talking to my mom while I'm sitting there over on the sideline and telling my mom that I ripped her daughter's new dress up and 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 beat her. And my mom didn't discipline me. She didn't put me in a timeout. We didn't have timeout then. So she would try to whoop us. I put books in my pants. But she just told the woman, I'll make her another dress. But ever since then, I knew that I was like a David, like the little shepherd that came up to Goliath and said, you uncircumcised Philistine, how do you defy the armies of the living God? So I said all that to say that I believe the attack, when I planned on going back on live yesterday and talking about 5 bloggers, including Joe Budden, and I videotaped little snippets of their conversations. I was going to work on that. I was going to do it yesterday. But to make a long story short, I had a family crisis. I had my granddaughter overnight, had a beautiful time with her, and the next day had washed and did her hair, and I had a family crisis with her dad, and it just broke me yesterday. It broke me. It broke me. I don't want to relive yesterday. And I don't ever like anything happening in front of my granddaughter. And that's where I draw the line. And so I'm right now just trying to pray for them, that God have mercy, because God doesn't play about me. He doesn't play about me. And I know that I'm not done healing from that. So he threatened me that I couldn't see my granddaughter. He was going to keep me from seeing my granddaughter again. He threatened me. I don't take kindly to threats when it comes to my grandchild. I don't play when it comes to my grandchild. And I make promises. I don't do threats. I make promises. A lot of people underestimate me. They look at me and they underestimate me. But you guys are going to know who I am. Before the end of this year is out and all next year, you guys are going to know who I am. And y'all going to go back to this video and you'll realize that this is the last day that I let anybody make me cry till my eyes get swollen and that I'm feeling bad the next day. So I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to get on here and apologize that I didn't get that video out. And I'm really being transparent today. My hair is not the greatest. It's been a rough night, and I was really hurt yesterday. And I'm done complaining. I'm done complaining about anything that I go through. Talking to somebody about how my heart was crushed, because it doesn't do any good, y'all. It don't do any good. So I'm determined that I'm not going to be complaining about none of that. But I wanted to get on here and tell y'all thank y'all for subscribing to my channel, all of you subscribers. Thank you for looking at my videos, liking them, being patient with me because I'm not consistent, and hitting that notification bell so you can get the videos as they come out. So I'm not sure how many days I'm going to take off, maybe 7. But I want to leave by saying this. The Young Thug album is going to surprise y'all. Right now it's #1 on Apple Music. And y'all that do reviews need to do numbers. And you shouldn't rush your reviews. Y'all are not that good. You're not that good. You don't know art. You don't know creativity. You don't know a person's mindset in music. There's a lot of good music on there, and I don't listen to all of it, like Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Different ones, but that's the art of it, the art of Ninja, the art of Mommy, the art of Walk Down, all of each of the artists that did features on there, the art and the message behind it. And just the play on each of the features. Oh, and the last one that I listened to, I Miss My Dogs. That really touched me. I just listened to that one today. But What Up Jesus, you already know it's in my videos. I got about 8 videos I've done about Young Thug. I thought my Young Thug era was over, but apparently it isn't. So shout out to those that have pushed their creativity and that are still growing in the grace of God. And I just want to sign out. I thank y'all for listening. And take care. Have a good day. Bye.